Hello, viewers. Welcome back to the Enduro Chronicles of New Jersey. It's me, Noah Muller, with Christian Alexander here, and today, Christian, tell them what we're going to be talking about.
So, we're going to be talking about, the best beginner bikes to be starting out on and, this general do's and do nots of when riding dirt bikes and, the safety when it comes to riding them. What techniques you should have so, you can prevent yourself from, getting seriously injured. Also, what to keep in mind, when you're purchasing, a used, your first bike, if it's used, or even if it's brand new, what to look out for.
Okay, Christian, so talk to me more about the greatest beginner bikes to start out and what makes them the best beginner bikes.
Sure. So now, you want, for your first bike, you want, something air-cooled. So, because, they're, just simple, nice and easy. You're not dealing with, coolant or anything like that. Or, you're, a liquid cooled system. You know what I mean? So, you want something that's, kind of like a small-sized engine. That's really good for the trails, Yamaha TTRs or, Honda CRFs. Even, the KLXs as well, KLX 140. Those are really good bikes to start out on. But if you're if you're a little bit taller, maybe want something a little bit faster, you can also get a CRF 250 or something like that.
Yeah, it's good to know. So what are the general do's and don'ts of riding a dirt bike based on different terrains?
Now, if you're you're riding in the rocks up here in North Jersey, as explained in the last episode, you want to have good technique and you want to really use the balls of your feet. You want to you want to stand up and stuff. You want to let the bike, the suspension on the bike, do the work for you. You know what I mean? But you're also a big part of the work as well, obviously. But it's always good to utilize the suspension on the bikes and standing up and proper arm pump as well when
Definitely.
they're up in the trails. But for the sand though, you got a lot of whoops down there in the Pine Barrens, so. Balls of your feet, you want to stand in the balls of your feet. You kind of want to squeeze the bike and, good arm pump. And you want to you never want to chop the throttle, when going over those whoops.
Yeah.
So, you just want to, hold the gas and the back wheel, the front end will pick up and the back wheel will just go into whoops nice and easy.
Yeah, it's great to know. So what do you look for specifically when purchasing a new or used bike?
Now, if it's used, you want to check over the entire thing, make sure there's no oil leaking from the engine or the forks or whatever, all that good stuff. You want to make sure, you're not burning anything you're not supposed to be. So, if you have a four-stroke, there's smoke coming out the exhaust, that means it's burning oil, and, maybe you should pass on that unless you want to, take on a project, and do it. But you just want to be smart about that. Look over all the bearings, give the wheels a good tug, make sure there's not any bad play in the bearings and stuff like that. Just sit on the bike, feel for it, make sure it's it fits you well, and make sure just make sure that's a good bike for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll be great to know for people new to the sport buying bikes.
Oh, absolutely. And also, if you're buying brand new bikes, you want to sit on them, just really just ride it and just test out the suspension on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what do you need to know general maintenance of checking your bike?
Now, this is a huge one. You always want to keep up with the oil changes, after maybe every 10 hours or so, I would say, is a good place to start out on when changing the oil. And it's very easy. There's a lot of platforms you can buy your all the oil from and stuff like that. Amazon, eBay, Rocky Mountain ATV, and all that stuff. All those really good websites, Partzilla, buy OEM parts or aftermarket parts. You can just go to the store and buy your oil, whatever oil you want. It's always good to look in your owner's manual for recommended oils.
Yeah, no matter what vehicle you have, you always got to check the maintenance of it, make sure it's in top shape.
Absolutely, and tires and brakes and all that stuff, just like cars, just like anything with an engine and stuff. You know what I mean?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning back into the Enduro Chronicles of New Jersey. Hopefully, you all learned another thing or two about dirt bikes in general and the sport. Me and Christian would like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Peace out.